I say that Ella was attending The Ohio State University? I apologize. Ella will be attending The Ohio State University. She has received the Ohio State University Alumni of Athens Scholarship. She's the Daughters of the American Revolution State Runner-Up Scholarship, Daughters of the American Revolution Nabby Lee Scholarship, Rotary Gowande Scholarship, and the Albany AMVETS Post-93 Ladies Auxiliary in memory of Fitzy and Co. Ella will be studying public policy analysis at The Ohio State University. Ella Bush. Our second or co-valedictorian, Emily Scott. Congratulations. Emily is quite a busy young lady. Many of us have see her on the weekends or the evenings if we happen to stop by White's Mill. I don't know when she has time to do the work that she does academically because I'm at White's Mill quite a bit, and she's there when I am. So fitting all those things in has been something that I've looked at too and admired. So I wanted you to know that personally. Emily has participated in many things as well, including drama, marching band. She's also a member of the National Honor Society and French Club. She's also a member of the Interact Club, which I mentioned earlier, and holds an office of secretary. She has participated in Science Olympiad, and she has been our Hobie representative, which is also a leadership conference that we send 1 to 2 people to on any normal year. We haven't for the last couple for obvious reasons. Emily will be attending Ohio University and studying biochemistry. She has received the scholarships of Harry B. Crewsome, the Rotary Worstall Scholarship, Ohio Admissions Scholarship, Ohio Excellence, the Frank R. Murphy, and the Evan Springer Scholarship. Ladies and gentlemen, Emily Scott. I also have 3 scholarships that recipients that I'd like to introduce. Each presenter will have several that they will do. They're in no particular order of significance from this point, other than they are all very, very worthy. This next young lady, Josie Jose Kane. Josie is the daughter of Jennifer and Jeremy Kane. She's going to be attending Hawking College and the study of Associate of Science. Her activities here at Alexander, she's been a big part of peer collaboration. She's a member of the FFA organization and also participated in volleyball. Josie is a very dear friend of our family, and I've enjoyed watching her, and every time she came home with Carson, it was always a better place in our house with Josie there, so in many ways. Josie is receiving a very worthy scholarship. It is the Howard E. Stout Scholarship. Josie Kane. Our next 2021 scholarship recipient, Jesse the Bloominator Bloom. Jesse's the daughter of Brian and Jody Bloom. She's attending Oberlin College and has also been involved in many activities, including the National Honor Society, peer collaboration, the FFA, and volleyball. And she also worked with us in the office, and we fell in love with Jessie. The scholarship she will be receiving is the Oberlin President's Scholars Award and the Pepsi Scholarship. Jessie. The last scholarship that I'll be giving out tonight is the Brooke Casto Scholarship. We should have a Brooke Casto Scholarship. Someday, Brooke, can you make that happen? If we have it, Brooke's involved. Brooke is a daughter of Monty and Kay Casto. She's attending Ohio University in the course of study of chemistry. Her activities here include the National Honor Society. She's played varsity basketball, softball, and volleyball for basically all of her years of high school and been an instrumental part of that team, all of those teams, I should say. She's a member of Student Council, the Leo Club, the Prom Committee, and she's also very much active in volunteering in her community. The scholarships that she will be receiving are the Alexander Future Foundation's Barry West Memorial Scholarship, the Brooks Family Memorial Scholarship, and the Lillian Mitchell Scholarship. I will go ahead and let Brooke sit down, but I will read a little bit about those scholarships so you know what they are. Ladies and gentlemen, Brooke Casto. The Barry West Memorial Scholarship was first awarded in 2011. Barry was a 1963 Albany High School graduate where he started in basketball and baseball. He earned a business administration degree from Bliss College and worked in the finance industry at the Vinton County National Bank. Barry was an avid sports enthusiast and a past member of the Alexander Board of Education. He loved farming and his family. Barry's wife, Debbie, is a retired Alexander teacher. The scholarship awarded to a student with a B average or above and meets one of the following 3-year FFA, 3-year of high school basketball team, or plans a major in education. That is the Barry West Memorial Scholarship. Second scholarship that Brooke received is the Brooks Family Honorary Scholarship, first awarded in 2014. The Brooks Family Honorary Scholarship was first awarded to continue the educational pursuit installed by the parents of Gordon and Gail Brooks. Their son, Preston, also graduated from Alexander in 2011 and is pursuing a degree in engineering. Daughter Nicole graduated from Alexander in 2012 and continues her education as well to become a surgeon. Awarded to a student who excels in academics, enjoys participation in sports, bands, or clubs, and helps others through community service. Recipient attending a 4-year college who intends to become a teacher, lawyer, engineer, or physician is preferred. And the final, Lillian Mitchell Memorial. Dr. Lillian Mcgregor Mitchell served Alexander schools as school psychologist. She was passionate about helping others, particularly those who could not advocate for themselves. She dedicated most of her life to helping children. Lily was a living proof that the way we treat says the most about ourselves. The way we treat others says the most about ourselves. For her, of course, she was a powerful, loving being, awarded to a senior who exhibits the traits of kindness, grace, and mercy. Brooke Casto. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Raines. Our next speaker here with Alexander's Future Foundation is Brian Burke.
Hello, students. Good. It's good to see you again. When I told you this is the best part of my job is tonight and seeing you guys and the interviews. I enjoyed the interviews very much. So it was easy peasy, right? Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Burke. I'm president of the Alexander Future Foundation. And I just I got a little announcement. But first, I want to congratulate these students. They did a wonderful job this year in hard times through homeschooling, remote learning. I don't know how they did it because I couldn't do it. I wanted to announce that the past month, the Alexander Future Foundation, which started off in 1992 with a $40 donation from the Gerald family. Well, last month, through a 10,000 donation from the Albany VFW Post 9893, put us at $1 million in donations. And this is thanks to the community, thanks to the staff and the faculty here at the school, and thanks to businesses and to everyone here to help these students. The Albany Post Honorary Scholarship is awarded to a direct descendant. The VFW Post 9893 Honorary Scholarship is awarded to a direct descendant of either an active duty or honorable veteran of the United States military. We have 2 recipients this year of that scholarship. They will be announced later, so I won't spoil it. Sorry. The first Alexander Future Foundation Scholarship, named for the late Joe Tice, a Shade resident and Alexander High School graduate, was awarded in 1993 to Wendy Johnson, an Ohio University Patton College of Education graduate. Since 1993, with our first scholarship, we have awarded 772 scholarships to Alexander students for totaling over $500,000. We have had students go into trade schools, 2-year schools, and 4-year institutions. And our scholarships begin at $500. I want to thank the faculty and staff for their payroll deductions. We have a large group here in this school who have money taken out of their paycheck every month to help fund this scholarship. And all that, they're trying to continue and help you continue your education. This year we have 4 new scholarships. One is in the honor of Edna Stalter, a former treasurer of the Alexander Local School Board of Education, to hold the district treasurer, and former treasurer of our group, Alexander Future Foundation. Janine Johnson Dawson and Carrie Dawson Wagner Memorial Scholarship were former Alexander graduates with ties to the Shade community. The Robert Lee King Scholarship, a Shade High School graduate and former assistant director of Ohio University's Physical Plant Division. And our last new scholarship for this year was Dr. Lillian Mcgregor Mitchell, the former Alexander Local School District School psychologist and Ohio University faculty member. I want to thank everyone in the community for donating. I want to thank the VFW. They're our biggest contributor. They served our country, and now they're serving you. So good luck.
Thank you, Brian. Our next presenter is from the High School English Department, Mrs. Chimo.
Good evening. All right, I like the slow build. I do it a little differently than Mr. Rain, so you got to listen for your name here. All right. In the 70s, Harvard professor Laurel Ulrich coined the phrase, "Well-behaved women seldom make history." It has become a rallying cry for girls hoping to break the mold and make the difference. It always makes me think of the next recipient, not because she's ill-behaved, but because she will most certainly make history. She has always been a young person who feels deeply and passionately. She loves to learn in all academic courses of study and has always sought after and fought for what she knows is fair, true, and just. She will continue to be an agent of change as she pursues a career in public policy at The Ohio State University. She is receiving 4 Future Foundation scholarships: the Brian Bell Memorial Scholarship, the Hamill Family Memorial Scholarship, the new Jeannie Johnson Dawson and Carrie Dawson Wagner Memorial Scholarship, and the Alexander Faculty and Staff Honorary Scholarship. These scholarships are all given in honor of and in memory of people who were bright, tenacious, intelligent, and worked in the field of law or public service, just like our co-valedictorian, Miss Ella Bush. Congratulations. You get the whole stack. Thank you. Every day last year, I'd ask the next recipient, "How are you?" Her response was always, "Peachy." She also never left the class without saying, "Have a good day, Mrs. Chimo." I feel like this perfectly sums her up. She always has a positive attitude. Even when life throws challenges her way, she rises up and doesn't let it affect the way she treats others. Her warm, kind, generous spirit is infectious. You can't help but feel better in her presence. She's friendly, goal-oriented, and dedicated to serving those around her. All these traits will guide her as she moves out of the walls of Alexander to Ohio University to pursue family and consumer science education. I am happy to present the Ohio Admission Promise Scholarship, the Ohio Excellence Scholarship, the Ohio Forward Scholarship, the Philanthropy Award Scholarship, the Athens Elks Lodge Number 93 Scholarship, and the Future Foundation Honorary Scholarship from the Albany VFW Post 9893, who we owe a lot of thanks to, awarded to a direct descendant of someone who is on active duty or a veteran honorably discharged, to Brianna Cooper. So often young people get the idea that being a good leader means being loud, aggressive, or bossy. What we learn as we age is that a good leader leads by example, offers constructive criticism, and builds people up instead of tearing them down. The next recipient is a quality leader in all that she does. She may not be the first person you notice in the classroom or the club, but she's the one you remember, the one who gets things done. You guys probably know her as a leader on the field and on the court, where she uses her athletic skills and her leadership skills in tandem. The Josephine Williamson Memorial Scholarship and the Randy Dillinger Honorary Scholarship are both awarded to students involved in Alexander athletics and in service to their community. Jaden Mace does both. My dad has an email signature at the bottom of every message that he sends, and it says, "After God, family is our greatest blessing." My dad is 76 years old, but the next recipient clearly understands this principle at just 18. He has such an impressive moral center, undoubtedly taught to him by his parents. While many of you here may think of his intelligence and academic successes first, both which are notable, I think of how he strives to serve and highlight others in all that he does. His light shines in the classroom with his classmates, on the field with his teammates, and in the community with his fellow citizens. He's a role model to not just his peers, but to all of us, young and old. The Adam Jolly Memorial Scholarship, the Joe Tice Memorial Scholarship, and the Scott and Don Dillinger Memorial Scholarship are all designed to be awarded to students who value academics and learning. But they are also in memory of people who recognized the value of service and family above all else. So it seems very appropriate to award these scholarships to Lincoln Meyer. Congratulations. I'm going rogue, Mr. Ford, here, so give me a minute. All right. Due to the pandemic restrictions, there are a lot of people who could not be here tonight, including Alan and Kara Bolin. I'm honored and quite unworthy to share their words and present these scholarships on their behalf. So try and imagine what I'm saying in Kara's voice, because it's way better than mine. The scholarships I am about to award are an example of how two people who are no longer with us can positively impact others. These scholarships are given in memory of Chris Bolin, an Alexander Spartan, and Mike Gender, an OSU graduate, Athens resident, and dentist. The two of them never met. As of March 1st this year, Chris has been gone for 20 years. While every day is hard, some milestones are more difficult than others. As the date approached, it was evident that this one would be particularly difficult. Two friends decided to start a Facebook page called 20 for Tweeter, Chris's nickname, and asked people to share ways of remembering Chris and spread cheer and kindness in the same time. The results were incredibly comforting to Chris's family. People were creative and thoughtful with their acts of kindness. While it doesn't appear on the page, the Cornwell family contacted the Bolins and generously donated excuse me, $1,000 for Chris's dad to use in his memory. Alan has chosen to remember his friend, Mike Gender, along with his son. So tonight we award 2 scholarships to 2 deserving members of the class of 2021. Mike Gender was an OSU graduate and a huge Buckeye fan. The recipient's mother came up with the idea of the 20 for Tweeter, and this recipient is attending OSU in the fall, so it seems very fitting to award the Cornwell Foundation Scholarship in memory of Mike Gender to a very deserving Ella Bush. All right, you can't go anywhere, all right? Because he's watching at home, and Al says he wants to hear you practice for that first OSU football game in the fall. So, ready? O-H. I-O. All right. The recipient of the Chris Bolin part of the scholarship participated in the 20 for Tweeter efforts by purchasing 20 flowers and placing them with notes of kindness on 20 different cars in the Athens and Albany area. Even though she never knew Chris, she made people smile with her actions, just like Chris always did. The Cornwell Foundation Scholarship in memory of Chris Bolin goes to Carson Raines. You know you can't go anywhere either. You know they're going to make you something. It's not as bad, don't worry. I am supposed to remind you that you hold the honor of being the only Raines and possibly the only person to ever outwit your Uncle Al, which is a pretty impressive accomplishment. So many of us in this room are lucky enough to know the Bolin family, and we are well aware of their kindness and generosity to everyone they meet. They wanted to share a message with the class of 2021, a message they are very familiar with. So to the class of 2021, from the Bolin family and from all of us, no matter what challenges and triumphs come your way, remember that the Alexander community will always be behind you. This community rallies around its people like no other. Good luck to all of you.
Thank you, Mrs. Chimo. Our next presenter, also from our high school English department, Mrs. Bush.
I'm not crying, you're crying. We always say as high school staff that we're so used to getting up in front of kids and speaking, and it's no big deal to us, and we embarrass ourselves in front of them all the time. But when we come to this sort of thing and we give speeches in front of community members, we get so nervous. Every year I've gotten nervous, and every year my voice shakes. And I have to say it's even worse this year with a daughter on the stage and a husband in the audience. It makes it even more nerve-wracking. And so I hope you'll offer me a little grace when I get to some of these that I might not be able to make it through so well. But I have a bunch, so here we go. All right, the first scholarship recipient is a remarkable young man. When he was born at 28 weeks, he had totally collapsed lungs and his airway was non-existent. Doctors told his mother he had a 1% chance of survival. If he did survive, he would most certainly always have a tracheostomy and would always be handicapped in some way. Apparently, Cameron Adler didn't understand that 1% means no chance to most people. The kid that was given a 1% chance is sitting up here with his peers with a list of scholarships as long as my arm. Cam is part of the 1%, all right. He's the 1% of students that say hello to you every time you pass them in the hall. He's the 1% who make the rank of Eagle Scout by making masks for the county health department at the onset of COVID. He's the 1% that won't be paying anything out of his own pocket as he attends Ohio University as a computer science major. It is my honor to present to Cam Adler the Athens Rotary Worstel Scholarship, the Ohio Admissions Promise Award, the Ohio Excellence Scholarship, the E. Vance Springer Scholarship, the Dr. Jerry and Sylvia D. Schaup Russ Vision Scholarship, the Alexander Lions Club Scholarship, the Megan Keffer Memorial Scholarship, the Ray and Margaret Brooks Memorial Scholarship, and the Tom Hutchison Family Memorial Scholarship. I don't think they all knew that story. People around here will tell you our next scholarship recipient is quiet. And it might be true that she's a bit shy in the classroom setting. However, I'd like to tell you that Emma Buswell is not quiet. Most of you have not had the experience of trying to sleep near her on the floor of COSI or the Newport Aquarium. If you had, you would know the laughter coming from her and her friends is anything but quiet and shy. The word I would use to describe Emma is fierce. Emma has been playing hockey for years. This year she played on the Athens varsity team. Did you notice I didn't say Athens girls varsity team? That's because there is no girls team. If Emma's in the penalty box, and she has been, it's because she checked a boy who probably towered over her and outweighed her. She's no shrinking violet, and the skills she has learned on the ice will help her succeed as a journalism major at Ohio University. I'm happy to award Emma Buswell with the Charles Butcher Memorial Scholarship, the Everett Bogus Memorial Scholarship, the Kennedy Swain Memorial Scholarship, the Octa Gallogly Memorial Scholarship, and the Ohio Excellence Award. The next young man has been bopping around the halls of Alexander High School since he was in first grade when his mom started her teaching career. I say bopping around because Joe Trogdon has a kind of charisma that can't be learned. He's always smiling, always confident, and always sincere. Whether he's walking his sister Anna down the hall after school, or if you see him at a sporting event when he's hanging out with his friends, Joe will always make time for you. Joe's been a part of the record-setting varsity soccer team and the track team. His broadcasts make us all smile. He is such a Spartan, it's hard to imagine Alexander High School without him. However, I know he will bring the same enthusiasm to Hocking College, where he will major in business. I'm happy to award Joe Trogdon with the David Enlow Memorial Scholarship and the Gary Bartlett Memorial Scholarship. Joe also got the Octa Gallogly Scholarship, sorry. All right. I practiced this one about 15 times, and I don't think I didn't cry during any of them, so maybe this will be my one. Unless they are volleyball or basketball fans, many of the teachers at the high school don't really know Carson Raines. This is not because she's quiet and shy. It's because she hasn't been in class here since she was a sophomore. Carson has been a full-time OU student for the last 2 years. This is an impressive feat in its own right, but when you couple this with all the practices and games she puts in with Alexander, as well as club sports, it's even more of an accomplishment. However, this is not what impresses me most about Carson. To me, Carson's love and devotion to her family define her. I know on most days, Carson would say that her sisters are her best friends. She is Aunt Carson to 2 nieces and has a nephew on the way. That's why the scholarships Carson's receiving are so important. The first is the Thelma Raines Honorary Scholarship, named for Carson's grandma, who spent her career teaching first graders at Alexander Elementary. If you had her in school, I bet she can tell you where you sat in her classroom. There can be no scholarship that honors Carson's grandma Thelma that does not also honor her grandpa Larry. I know Larry has taught us all what perseverance means over the last 2 years. The second scholarship is in memory of Chris Bolin. We lost Chris too soon, and before Carson's Aunt Kara married Chris's dad, Alan. But that doesn't mean that Chris has not been an important part of the Raines family. He might not be sitting at the family dinner table, but he's with them always. It is my honor to present Carson Raines with the Thelma Raines Honorary Scholarship and the Chris Bolin Memorial Scholarship.
Thank you, Mrs. Bush. Not a tougher act to follow up here than Mrs. Bush and Mrs. Chimo, and that honor tonight fell on me, so I'm going to try to make a go of this. The first young person I'd like to recognize tonight is Austin Shields. Austin's a young man with a tremendous amount of character and integrity. He stands out here for the way that he treats others, consistently positive and kind to others. Young man's been a great representative of our school, both athletically and academically. Austin is the son of Mark and Andrea Shields. He'll be attending Hawken College and majoring in business management. His activities here include the Leo Club, peer collaboration, student council, the Interact Club, after prom, varsity soccer, cross country, the fishing team, and various fundraisers. It's my pleasure to present Austin with the Herff Jones Scholarship. This next recipient is a young lady that I got to know a couple years ago when she was in my academic coaching. She's always stood out as being a diligent student, very serious about her academics, very focused and driven. She's a cheerleader, and I always enjoyed, I felt like she was always a leader in that role, and always enjoyed watching her mentor younger athletes and campers at cheer camp. The next recipient is Sindel Smith. Sindel's the daughter of Rhonda Smith. She's going to Ohio University, majoring in nursing, and her activities include varsity cheerleader. It's my honor to present Sindel with the Savannah Miller Memorial Scholarship and the Alexander's Future Foundation Scholarships, James McCamish Memorial Scholarship, and Tom Trisness Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations, Sindel. The next recipient we'd like to honor is Brianna Wallace. Brianna's been extremely involved. It's been kind of a funny thing this year. I've seen a lot of her in the office, and not a kid that you would think that you would see going to the principal's office, but it seems like she's always got some kind of a new idea for a project, activity, community service opportunity that she's going to try to talk Mr. Raines into. She's faced a tremendous amount of adversity in the last few years, and she's consistently faced it with courage and tenacity. Been an inspiration, I think, to students here at our school and to our community at large. Brianna Wallace is the daughter of John and Rhonda Wallace. She's attending Ohio University, where she'll major in nursing. Her activities include student council, Leo Club, Interact Club, peer collaboration, National Honor Society, the Adolescents and Young Adults Cancer Program, Turn It Gold, Bobcatathon, Bachelor of Science and Nursing organization, Student Ambassador Program through Rural Action, Track, Cross Country, and Cheerleading. Tonight, Brianna will be receiving the Alexander Lions Club Scholarship, the Project for Kids Scholarship, the Craig Copeland Memorial Scholarship, the Distinguished Young Women Fitness Scholarship, the Rocky Community Improvement Fund Scholarship, and through Alexander's Future Foundation, she'll be receiving the Helen and Lewis Sauer Memorial Scholarship and the Mexi and Max Crabtree Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations, Brianna. Our next presenter is our high school guidance counselor, Mrs. Hanning.
Well, I have the privilege of presenting several students with scholarship this evening. The first one is Erin Stevenson. Erin is the daughter of David and Pamela Stevenson. She is going to be attending Ohio University and studying biological science. Erin has been active with our Interact Club, organizing the Turkey Trot, and a member of her 4-H club. Erin is receiving 2 Future Foundation scholarships, the Christopher Grant Memorial Scholarship. Chris was an Alexander grad and was employed at Classic Brands. His scholarship is awarded to a student with high moral standard, good character, who maintains an above-average GPA, serves the community, achieves goals, and loves the outdoors. She is also receiving the Kevin Shaner Memorial Scholarship. Kevin was a 96 Alexander grad and a 1998 graduate of Northwestern College in Lima, Ohio. His scholarship is awarded to an active member of the Alexander FFA program and someone who plans to pursue training and skills that would be necessary for employment. Erin is also receiving the Howard E. Stout Scholarship. Congratulations, Erin. All right, my next recipient this evening is Madison Morgan. Madison is the daughter of Frank and Andrea Morgan. She is going to be attending Ohio University. She actually is already attending through the College Credit Plus program. She is planning to study pre-med biology. Here at Alexander, she has been very active with wind ensemble, symphonic band, percussion ensemble, jazz band, marching band, pep band, our African drumming group. She is a member of the Tri-M Music Honor Society. She is also in the Interact Club, part of the prom committee, and a member of the National Honor Society. Madison is receiving the Ohio Excellence Scholarship, the Ohio Forward Scholarship, the Ohio Admissions Promise Award, and the Martha Cruson Scholarship. Congratulations. All right, my next honoree is, excuse me, TJ Vogt. TJ is the son of Andy and Pam Vogt. He is going to be attending Ohio University studying business administration. TJ has also been very active here at Alexander, part of the National Honor Society, the Leo Club, the French Club, the Chess Club, part of the I Believe Foundation, a member of the golf, soccer, basketball, and track and field teams. He's done a lot of volunteering, including our own concession stands, OU concessions, the soccer team yard sales, the Paw Paw Festival, and things like that. TJ is receiving the Craig Copeland Memorial Scholarship. He is also receiving from the Future Foundation the Don Moore Memorial Scholarship. Don was a 1970 Alexander grad, worked at GTE. The scholarship is awarded to a student with high moral standard, good character, committed to their personal goals, and involved in extracurricular activities. TJ is receiving the Noah Gallogly Memorial Scholarship. Noah was an Alexander student who loved to play soccer and baseball. He was an avid outdoorsman. And his scholarship is awarded to a student who's involved in the soccer and or baseball programs, has a strong commitment to the community, high moral standard, good character, and committed to achieving personal goals. And TJ is receiving the Tammy Marks Jordan Memorial Scholarship. Tammy was an Alexander grad who attended Hocking College and Ohio University. Her scholarship is awarded to a student who is deemed deserving by the Future Foundation. Congratulations, TJ. Oh, you have lots. Okay. All right, my next recipient is Isaac York. Isaac is the son of William York and Tanya McKee. He is going to be attending Ohio University studying civil engineering. He has been active with our soccer team. He's part of our National Honor Society, Leo Club, also basketball and baseball teams. He is receiving several scholarships this evening: the Alexander Leo Club Scholarship, the Spartan Athletic Club Scholarship, the AK Steele Scholarship, Ohio Excellence Scholarship, E. Vance Springer Scholarship, the Russ Vision Scholarship, and 3 Future Foundation Scholarships: the James E. Pennington Memorial Scholarship. Ed moved to Athens to attend Ohio University, earning a degree, a master's in government and a PhD in higher education administration. He was the founder of the Ohio Valley Trading and Exchange Company, Ohio Valley Outdoors. So his scholarship is awarded to a student who possesses a strong work ethic, excels academically, and plans to attend a 4-year college. Isaac is also receiving the Ryan Ferguson Memorial Scholarship. Ryan was a student at Alexander who was consistently on the honor roll. Ryan participated in math counts, Ohio University Russ College of Engineering and Technology robotics competition, and science Olympiad. So his scholarship is awarded to a student who has maintained average to above average academic performance and plans to enter the field of aviation or engineering. Isaac is also receiving the Wood Family Scholarship. Gary Wood awarded this scholarship in memory of his family, who were among the early settlers of the Albany-Alexander area. The scholarship is awarded to a student with high academic achievement who plans to enter the field of engineering, science, or education. Congratulations, Isaac.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, my last recipient that I get to award tonight is Nina Holzafl. Nina is the daughter of Andrew and Carmi Holzafl. She will be attending Ohio University studying communication sciences and disorders with plans to become a speech-language pathologist. Nina, I don't know how she gets it all done, but she does. She is involved with cross-country, National Honor Society, marching band. She's a member of the Trium Music Honor Society, the Thespian Honor Society, solo and ensemble contest participant, theater and drama club, the Interact Club, the Prom Committee, National Honor Society, and many, many service projects alongside all of that. This evening, she is receiving a couple Alexander Future Foundation scholarships: the Don and Lucille Battrell Memorial Scholarship. Lucille was a retired teacher, having taught in one-room schools and later a first-grade teacher at Albany Elementary. And Don graduated from Albany High School, served in the Army, retired from Tennessee Gas. The scholarship is awarded to a student entering a field of agriculture, communication, or education. She's receiving the Jeannette Ackerman Memorial Scholarship. Jeannette was a 1954 Ohio University grad. She taught a total of 26 years teaching grades 1 through 4, with 17 of those years at Shade Elementary. The scholarship is awarded to a student who has a minimum of 21 on the ACT and plans to major in education, biological science, or some health-related field. And Nina is receiving the Ward Cunningham Memorial and Darlene Cunningham Honorary Scholarship. Ward served as a supervisor for 41 years with Texas Eastern. He was an avid supporter of Spartan athletics, a member of the Albany Volunteer Fire Department, Albany Village Council. Darlene was a U.S. Navy veteran. When she moved here to Ohio, she served as the Alexander School District Secretary to the Superintendent. So their scholarship is awarded to a student deemed deserving by the Future Foundation. Congratulations, Nina. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Mrs. Hanning. Our next presenter is our high school ag teacher, Ms. Meeks.
Hi, this next recipient gets one presenter all to himself. Drew Harris, can you come up here? Although I've only been here for 1 year, and I've actually known Drew since he was probably born. Cutest little blonde-haired boy running around at the Athens Fair with all the dairy cows with the biggest smile. I'm sure you guys have all seen him grow up. So I'm very honored and pleasured to be able to be up here to present this for him. As we know, Drew is very involved in football, basketball, wrestling, baseball, student council, Alexander Leo Club, National Honor Society, FFA, Science Olympiad, 4-H, of course, Athens and Albany Fair, and then various community activities. Drew plans on attending a high university with an undecided major. Tonight, I am pleased to honor him with the Harry B. Cruson Scholarship, the Alexander FFA Alumni Association in memory of Nathan Coe, Adam Fitzgerald, and John Sewell Memorial Scholarship. Those were involved in the community, committed to agriculture. At this time, 3 former FFA members are recognized for their contribution to the program in the community. Nate Coe, Adam Fitzgerald, and John Sewell's scholarship is awarded to an FFA member with an interest in continuing education in an agricultural or natural resources field. This includes college, vocational, technical, or trade schools. And then the last scholarship I would like to present Drew with is the Howard E. Stout Scholarship. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Meeks. Our next presenter from the high school English department, Mrs. Regan.
I'm going to have to move this down. I'm pretty short, so I don't want to spit all over the place. It is my pleasure to introduce John Hobbs as the next recipient. He's respectful and determined while never forgetting his sense of humor. John was voted most changed in 4 years by his classmates. He was a member of the varsity basketball and baseball team as a senior. John has also been an active member of the American Legion Baseball, Middleport Fall League Baseball, and Back Bay Prospect League Baseball. He plans to continue his education at Ohio University College of Business with a major in sales and marketing. It is my honor to award John Alexander's Future Foundation Cornwell Family Honorary Scholarship. The Cornwell Family Honorary Scholarship. The Cornwell Family Scholarship celebrates 4 generations of the Cornwell's impact in Athens County in terms of business and the love of rural life and farming. The scholarship is awarded to a student with financial need, wishing to pursue vocational or technical education such as construction and related fields, automotive, agriculture, or other service type or vocational industries. Congratulations, John. Making sure I'm good. The next recipient I'm going to introduce is Emma Rose Llewellyn. She's a quiet and kind individual who values her family. Emma Rose participated in the marching band, symphonic band, and 4-H. She really found her stride at Tri-County the past 2 years, being a member of the TRIO program and Skills USA. I'm not sure what those are, but I've been told they're pretty prestigious. Emma Rose is continuing her education at Hawking College and majoring in nursing. She's already earned her basic life support, basic first aid, bloodborne pathogen certificates through her nursing lab. It is my pleasure to award Emma Rose with 2 Alexander Future Foundation scholarships, Ann Laufman Memorial Scholarship, and Brandon Sharon, Greg Lowry, and Velia Hunter Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations. Oh, sorry. Ann Laufman Memorial Scholarship is first awarded in 2013. Ann was the mother of former Alexander High School social studies teacher Joel Laufman. I unfortunately was not here when he was here, but I've heard a lot of wonderful stories. Joel states that rearing 2 sons was a full-time job, especially with challenging Joel. Scholarship is awarded to a student who has exceeded expectations by developing maturity and confidence during their high school years. The student will provide, Brandon, Sharon, and Greg Lowry and Velia Hunter Memorial Scholarship was first awarded in 2002. Brandon was a varsity basketball player and baseball player at Alexander High School and a member of the Alexander FFA program. His mother, Sharon, was a 1978 Alexander High School graduate who was employed at Union Printing, and his father, Greg, was a 1977 Alexander High School and Tri-County JVS graduate who was employed at Gem Coatings in the Plain. Congratulations, Emma.
Thank you, Mrs. Regan. Our next presenter is our junior high guidance counselor, Ms. Rock.
Good evening. The first scholarship recipient I will recognize is Brooke Barnes. Brooke is a daughter of Jay and Christy Barnes. Her plans following high school are to attend the University of North Florida and study biology. This is especially exciting because Brooke has always loved traveling to Florida and spends most of her summers there. She has looked forward to attending school there for quite some time. While a student at Alexander, Brooke was a very well-rounded student who has acted in a diverse range of clubs and activities, ranging from volleyball to band and drama to the photography club. Brooke is a recipient of the following scholarships: the University of North Florida Presidential Gold Scholarship, the Jerry Kiter Memorial Scholarship, the Robert Lee King Memorial Scholarship, the Robert Withrow Memorial Scholarship, and the Todd Winget Memorial Scholarship. Brooke Barnes. The next recipient I'll recognize is Riley Hayes. Riley is a daughter of Erin and Stacy Hayes. She plans to further her education at Ohio University while studying communication science and disorders. Riley was an active participant in National Honor Society, Drama Club, and Girl Scouts. She also devoted her time volunteering at her church, packing and distributing food to those in need. Riley was a remote learner for the 2020-2021 school year, which was challenging for most of our students. Riley rose to this challenge and maintained her exemplary grades and attendance. Riley is receiving 2 Alexander Future Foundation scholarships. She is receiving the Bill Whaley Memorial Scholarship and the Edward Waldron Memorial Scholarship. Riley Hayes. The next recipient is Darren Hoffer. Darren is a daughter of Steve and Angie Hoffer. She will be attending Ohio University and majoring in engineering. Darren has been active in National Honor Society, Interact Club, and is a stellar soccer player. I had the pleasure of working with Darren when she volunteered to help with our junior high career day. She presented information to our 8th grade students on what high school would actually be like, and she was enthusiastic, reliable, and a very mature student to work with. So we know that she'll be successful when she furthers her education. Darren's hard work has paid off, and she is a recipient of the Pepsi Scholarship and the E. Vance Springer Scholarship.
Thank you, Ms. Rock. Our last presenter for the evening from the high school English department, Mrs. Mowry.
I was getting a little nervous that my feet would have fallen asleep while I was sitting down there, and I was going to stumble in front of all of you. First off, I just want to take a moment and say to all you parents, thank you. This is a wonderful group of students. Every year, you hear things about, oh, those 6th graders or all those 7th graders. And all over the years, we've always heard such kind and wonderful things about this group, and they are all true. So thank you for doing a wonderful job, and thanks for being a wonderful group. So the first student I'm going to talk about today, I chose a special quote for her. Kapoor once said that constantly adapting yourself to changing times is a very integral part of a successful person's personality, because change is the only constant, and one should have the ability to change and adapt to change with time. The student that made me think of this quote is Ella Karagosian. And Ella is a student who came to our school her sophomore year, and she very quickly fit in. She joined a lot of clubs and different activities. She became active in Leo Club, Student Council, FFA. She does have a truck, but her truck is a little different than most of the other FFA members. Anyway, and she was a great addition to the peer collaboration program. I know that Ella's ability to adapt and grow will serve her well when she is a part of Ohio University's biological science major. So anyway, I'm pleased to present the following Alexander Future Foundation scholarships to Ella: the Dr. David Evans Memorial Scholarship, the Edna Stalder Honorary Scholarship, and the Lawrence Bean Memorial Scholarship. She also was a recipient of the Howard E. Stout Scholarship and the License Place Scholarship from Ohio University. Congratulations, Ella. Make sure I'm right. There you go. Congratulations. All right. Maya Angelou once said, "I think we all have empathy. We may not have enough courage to display it." This can be especially true for high school students. Being kind isn't always cool, especially if you're a teenager. For the past few years, I've had the privilege of working with a particular student who isn't afraid to show that empathy to others. In addition to being a leader on the football field, Braden Montgomery worked as a peer collaborator for 3 years. This has given him a great opportunity to serve as a role model for younger students within our school. I really think it's helped Braden grow more confident, and I've just been so proud of him in this time. Braden's work ethic and drive will serve him well as he continues his education at Ohio University, where he will study either biology or pharmacy. I'm pleased to present the Ohio Admissions Scholarship, the Ohio Excellence Scholarship, the Ohio AMVENTS Post-93 Ladies Auxiliary Scholarship, which is given in memory of all fallen soldiers, and the Alexander Future Foundation Scholarship, given by the Albany VFW Post-9803 to Mr. Braden Montgomery. Congratulations, Braden. Thank you. All right. So we've already heard a little bit about this next young lady on the stage today, but the first word that comes to my mind whenever I think of her is determination. You can see it in her eyes and everything she does, and boy, she does a little bit of everything. Over the years, Emily Scott has been a member of the Interact Club, the Science Olympiad team, the French Club, the band program, and she's volunteered at many different events in our area. My favorite thing, though, might have been when she donned some ballet slippers to be a munchkin in The Wizard of Oz. So we'll watch you gracefully come across the stage. This year I had Emily as a student in my AP language class. And if you meet Emily, you might think she's a little bit quiet, but she is really a force to be reckoned with. She's knowledgeable, she's well-spoken, she's really equipped for any situation. And I really saw this in full effect one day whenever I was at White's Mill, and she was on the phone with a customer who might have been giving her a little bit of a hard time. And she was firm and knew her information, and I was kind of creeping behind the things listening to her. So anyway, it was just really impressive, and just another display of like those real world skills that Emily definitely has that will make her prepared for the future. Emily plans to attend Ohio University, where she will major in biochemistry. Mr. Raines already mentioned her other awards, but her Alexander Future Foundation scholarships will be the Bray Family Memorial Scholarship and the Eric Mansfield Memorial Scholarship. And I know both of these families will be very pleased that you were the recipient of those awards. Congratulations. All right. Last but not least, I see her looking at me when you sit at the stage the whole time waiting. All right, so seniors, I'm gonna have to have one last English teacher moment on the stage. I'm not gonna make you write like a 1-paragraph essay or anything. But what I am gonna talk to you about is a characteristic that I really love in most of my favorite characters. And that is that they're really plucky. They're that kind of person who is spirited and brave. They aren't afraid to speak up for what's right, and they're ready to tackle whatever life puts before them. And one woman that I think has those qualities, both on the athletic field and in the classroom, is Erin Stevenson. She is a leader among her peers. She finds success in all the tasks she takes on. But more importantly, I think that she's not afraid to admit when she's not great at something, and she really pushes herself. Maybe she's a little too hard on herself sometimes, but I think that quality is going to take her far in the future. The broadcasting class I teach shares a computer lab with Mr. Schaller's drafting students. So over the past 2 years, I've admired some of her work from afar. These are going to be the groundwork for her future career as a civil engineer and an architect. I know that this determination and good nature will help lead her to great success as she pursues her degree at Ohio University. So I'm really pleased to award Erin with a Spartan Athletic Club Scholarship, as well as the Alexander Future Foundation, Greg McDaniel Memorial Scholarship, the Jim McCard Memorial and Uva McCard Memorial Scholarship, the Uva McCard Honorary Scholarship, and the Everett Conkey Memorial and Mary Nardo Honorary Scholarships. And I want to say, I think that these high school students, Jim McCarg is someone who was important to our community if you're a Leo Club member, and I think that it's really fitting that Erin receives that award. So congratulations.
That concludes our program this evening. Wanted to let everybody know Susie put together a list of scholarship recipients and the scholarships they received up here on the stage if you want to grab any of those on the way out. Want to thank everybody for coming out, and I want to give a heads up to you guys. Have a safe weekend. Don't be late to graduation practice Monday. And typically Susie tells me that moms and dads want to get a group picture, so if all of you will kind of group up here, and parents, if you want to get a picture before we start to lose them, now's your chance. Guys, have a wonderful evening. Thank you.